Tôi đã nhìn thấy cách mà bộ máy vận hành. Nó là một tập đoàn quân sự lớn. It's a possibility. You know, it's possible. Anything is possible when it comes to time travel. It's just, finding out, through these time travelers and people, because I know there's a lot of stories out there, a lot of things going on, and we don't have agents that go out for these things and, like Terminator and go back and kill so-and-so's son. So there's, not this president born. If this doesn't work that way, if something like that were to happen, it would be on another timeline. But don't they go back, Emery, and try to manipulate time? So how do we know that events that are happening right now, the president's meeting with North Korea and things like that, how do we know that they weren't manipulated by some kind of time event? Right. One of the opinions out there, and one of the, hypothetical hypothesis is that you would not know because, like I was telling you earlier, if someone were to go change something, it would not even be in your memory, and that's why I think this may, and this is just my, educated guess, that this is probably happening and we wouldn't even know that because of the field of energy that we're all connected to. If something were to, change in time, that you would already be programmed to believe that never happened, or that when something changes and not everyone gets the change is what I'm getting at. So people are starting to remember, people are starting to be elevated in their own force field to realize, wait a second, I'm figuring this out, because they're having this residual memory attached, to the endless field. What would the motivation be, Emery, of manipulating the timeline? Why would they want to change things like that? The megalomaniacs that kind of run this planet have everything they could ever want. And I think it is some sort of disease they have. A game that they're addicted to, like the secret control factor. Not only controlling the mass population, but secretly controlling certain aspects of what can happen and, or what could happen if, they change something. So it's a control factor, I believe, that they may have, that they're get high off this type of thing, releasing their own excitement of adrenaline and dopamine in their brain when they accomplish, secret control over an individual or over a greater population, which includes, death as well. It's a power play, isn't it? Yes. The deep state, we hear so much about the deep state. Were you involved with them? No, you were not. No. Of course, I was involved with a lot of covert things, but I don't use the pop culture term deep state. When I was, an active duty member and also a contract member of, corporate, and, most of the time you don't know really why you're doing it. And that's, one of the reasons, I kind of got away from all that, because it's kind of upsetting if you knew you were a part of something that maybe was negative towards a person, especially when you're a good person or to the person or to the planet. And but to my knowledge, I'm not aware of any of that.